Hey heroes, Isaac Zephyr here, and welcome back to Minecraft, our survival let's play here. The filming day for this is Christmas Eve, so I know I mentioned I was spending holidays with family in the post-holiday last session, but this is actually filmed before all of that is actually, before all that's actually happening, for the main reason that regular chests are green today. And it makes what we're going to be doing today a lot easier. It took me a little bit to get the materials together, but we did have enough redstone between trading with the villager, trading with our villager and whatnot. So these are all of the materials necessary for building what we're going to be doing today. Save, there's probably some more rail you'll want to use, but we're just going to be building the main kind of brunt of this, and I'm going to be putting the rails together basically on my own time because I got to figure out how they snake with each other. So we're going to grab all of this up. I've taken my screenshots of the bit I put together. And I got hair, yeah, gross. And I have dug this hole, which is basically all of the space that the machine will take if you made it all entirely a cube. Which it is not, which makes this slightly useless. So I'm going to take our ladders out. We're going to be building a way out of here at a different time. So this, we want a hopper to go there, and there's going to be a row of hoppers. These are the first things we're going to deal with are hoppers and half slabs. So for hoppers, I want them to go like this. Yes, like this across all the way. Yeah, so there's our intake, and then I'm going to place down right here, because yes, that's the first row of hoppers, the second row of hoppers. I'm going to place this down here, and sorry, I got a bit of a cough today apparently. That's not good. I have holidays to go to soon. And what we're going to be doing, I'm just going to put some temporary scaffolding up in here. We're going to take 6 of our comparators and place them along here. There we are. We don't need them in subtraction mode because they are just basically to determine where items are at any given time. Alright, so these hoppers, we're just going to shift and connect them to there because we want them to accept items from above, but we don't want them to send items anywhere. These ones are going to be our ones that, well, not quite. Next thing we're going to want to do, we've got chests and trap chests. And again, specifically did this in the Christmas season because easiest to tell the difference between the two. So chest, trap chest, regular chest, trap chest, regular chest, trap chest. You know the normal drill. Alright, now we're not going to set up some of the stuff today just because it's not quite doable at this exact moment. I need more wood of varying types. So you want to work a block across there, whatever you're going to be using for keeping track of what's what. And I think I'm right now going to make kind of a maintenance tunnel here. Just because we're going to need to get to the other side of this once we're done. And there we are. So there's a bit of a maintenance tunnel. Just make a quick crafting bench in said maintenance tunnel, just so we have everything we need in case we break any more tools. So just put another pick together. Probably won't need it, but in case we make any mistakes. Sorry, I don't know why I'm feeling so ill. This is not good. Alright, we're going to want a row here, 6, and we're going to need some torches to go with just across the bottom here. And what these do, if I am correct, whoop, we put the chests too close. I made a mistake. We wanted that on the opposite side. And this is why, again, Christmas is the perfect time for this kind of stuff, because easy to see. If I had broken those otherwise, I would have had to guess, which wouldn't have been fun. There's a row of hoppers that goes here into these, and that's what those torches depower at any given time. So we're going to want to come back in here and fill that row there where my crosshair is. So second row there with our types of wood. But I need to go around and chop up some more wood before I can do that, because we need like 22 pieces of each, which I don't have on hand. So we want this across here. And we want it, or one across here. This one's going to be a line of repeaters, just set on one. And this one's going to be here. And this is just kind of a standard item sorting majig. Crap. I built this backwards again, didn't I? No, yes, I did. Alright, give me a second. I gotta flip this around. Alright, flipped, though it's a little bit harder to see on this side. Next, we are going to be just placing down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now this isn't going to apply anything at the moment, just because again we need to fill that row with our items. So let's just do it the other way. Chest, trap chest, chest, trap chest, chest, and trap chest. Alright, next what we want to do is I'm going to lay down just a row here. This is or one of the lowest rows on the thing. I'm just going to lay down this here, and I need to make sure this is the correct direction. No, it's not. Dang it. Screwing up this device all over. Okay. Can I do this? No. I cannot do this. Alright, I now have to rotate this device 50 degrees. Or no. Yeah, no. 90 degrees. Give me a second while I rotate it 90 degrees now. Alright, so now everything should be in the appropriate place with the appropriate axis, and all should be well. So if I take all this off, we can set up, we only want one, but just make sure it all goes the correct direction. There we go. So we'll place down those, and we're going to need to make another maintenance hall. Just to back here. Ugh. The enormous pains of redstone, or specifically minecarts, I should say. The fact that they have to go on specific axes. First time was my fault. So this goes basically as far as here. That's it. For this, we want to just pop those on there, as this is where the wood will get unloaded from the system into everything else. Now this is basically, that's the item sorter. We're going to put some more hoppers up there so that it has a loading station, but beyond that, we are good. So the next part that we want to do in regards to everything, as soon as I continue adjusting my maintenance hall, is we're going to pop up here and get some more comparators out. And we're going to run 6 comparators across here as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And what this is going to do is be basically we're turning this into an unloading station. So if there's stuff in it, or if there's stuff in it, it's going to stop the cart while it's here. 6 more redstone torches, which are going to lead into 12. Yep, sure, that'll work for now. Which are going to lead to those, which are going to lead into these, which are going to lead to... Whoa. Weird double click there. Just going to cover this area up here. And just double repeater. Why was I doing double repeater on this? Oh, yes. No, it's not double repeater all the way. It is every other one like that. And we can take that out, and that out. I'm just going to change the timing on those to 2. And basically what this does is allows us to have them right next to each other with redstone here, 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 here. And that will power those rails, so the carts will be going unless there's stuff in here waiting to be unloaded. I'm just going to wait to unload it all before it sends it off. Now there's one more bit to add on to this particular line, and that is going to be one more row here. 6. And we're going to place 6 torches. And then we are going to grab these redstone lamps and these, and we're going to shovel this out here. And we're going to replace this with lamps. Yeah. And what this is going to do is this is going to tell us if there are any jams in the system. Because basically what will happen is if there is an item in here that for whatever reason isn't getting loaded, so say the minecart's over here stuck too full, I'll get into more detail on how all this works later. But if something's too full, and I think this is where we're going to have our maintenance hatch, so I'm going to just pop those out. And we're going to put some ladders here. If something is clogged in the system for whatever reason, we'll know it on the way here because one of these lights will be on. Because if this system clogs up and too many items get in the chest to hopper area, there's going to be too much to actually fill a cart, and this is still going to have stuff in it. So the cart's going to stall there, and everything will be terrible. Ugh. Sorry for the hiccups. And that's going to explain this trapdoor I have, because that gives me a place for the maintenance hatch. And I'm going to pretty this up a little bit afterwards, but for now, just place it like that. So there we go. Now we have a way in and out to continue. So that's the end of the first part of this particular redstone device. These are going to now connect into the second part that we're going to build. So give me a second to swap my screenshots over. Okay. Now these next ones are best built coming down because this is where we're going to be using the droppers. Where did I put the... did I not make the droppers? I forgot to write the droppers down. Hoppers... Droppers? 18 droppers. Yeah, no, I forgot to write it down. Give me a second. I'm going to make 18 droppers, and I don't think I have the redstone for it. Alright. I got our droppers. It cost me 16 gold. And I hate that it cost me 16 gold. Alright. So these, I'm going to move this into the base of that chest because I'm going to remove that section of each of these for now, because, and this will be put back together. Yeah, I need I need these hoppers. Yeah, I need these droppers to be looking straight up. The only way to do that is to place them while looking straight down. Did that actually uproot all 3 of those cards? Or all 3 of those? Wow. Alright, so let's replace that. And I'm just going to put the aesthetic back here. And we're going to go do that for the rest of these. Yeah. Need to build a better entrance. Because that's the main structure we're going to be working with for all of these. So, yeah, I need to build in the other half. This is the spruce one. And we're going to get that out. We're going to leave these out. And I'm going to put a section for the appropriate type of wood that we're going to get. Oh yeah, and the half slab. Whoops. Forgot about the half slab. Not that it's actually necessary, but 2, 3. And droppers 1, 2, 3. Chest. And we'll put that spruce slab back in there. And this spruce wood there. And then I'm going to quickly just fix this one. Just because I forgot to put the slab back. And we're going to do that for the others, and I'm going to come right back because I don't want to do it a million times. Alright, so that is patched up. I still don't have jungle wood, so unfortunately I can't do that appropriate log pile, but if we pop down here again, always have a maintenance hatch for your redstone. Makes things so much easier. We got droppers set up in all 6 locations. Now these locations don't have to be next to each other, but I've done a build that should allow them to be this close together without any sort of fault or penalty. So, I'm just going to swap screenshots real quick to one that I can see everything better that I want to see. There we go, that should be fine. So, for the first bit that we're going to do, we're going to take our filler block, and we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1 there, just to start off. And what we're going to place there, as soon as I figure out a way to get up there, which I think I'm going to go with something like that for now. Whoop. We are going to place 1 powered rail, 1 regular rail, and 3 powered rails this way. And this is just basically a simple unloader, or Minecraft unloader. Yeah, I say that, forgetting that this has to be a hopper. We want the hopper pointed into that. Whoop. And that there. So next we're going to have an item or a block there, 1 here, and 1 here, and here. Basically how you're going to do this: torch, redstone, this powers everything. This side's just a block, but if we pop down here, we need another one right there, which is going to, oh no, we don't need it there. We need it right here. And definitely when you're doing this kind of stuff, use a block that you have in abundance. In my particular case, I have a lot of oak wood, just based on location. So it's my favorite block to just do wiring stuff with. And you're going to want this comparator pointing in the correct direction. Right there. No, it's not going to let me do it. Okay, so I'm going to need to just put that there. And that there. Okay. So basically, while it's unloading, it's going to shut those off, which will shut down the rail until it's ready to go again, at which point then it'll eject the cart back to the first location. Alright, so the second part to build with this is a connected clock. Now, this is difficult to build just in terms of tight space, but after I build this one, I'm going to build the one next to it, and you'll get the idea of how to put all these together with basically nothing in your way. Just going to make a maintenance tunnel down this way, because we're going to want to the other side here. And on this side, as soon as I just swap screenshots again, what we want to start off with, did I take a really good screenshot of this? Don't think I did. I think that's probably going to be the best one. Yep, that'll be the best one. What we want is connected to the dropper, coming the opposite direction. we want another comparator. So if we slip in here, yep. From that comparator, we want to go into that, which will have a redstone torch. And the redstone torch will connect to this block here. And I'm just going to quickly jump over here, grab that, and that there. So every time this goes off, these two get activated. We still need to activate the bottom block though. And to do that, we're going to come around this way. And this is the most complicated part of doing this, is we want the block below there. And yes, no, I hate building really compact redstone. Yeah, it's probably the best one. Yeah, it's the best one. Okay. From there, we want that. We also want one that goes like that. And what that'll do, if we pop over here, we want a repeater and a single bit of redstone, which will allow that every time there's something in there, it'll send it, so it'll automatically go up. So there we go, we've built the elevator. And the last part, which, God, making all this compressed was a pain. And I still haven't tested it with this row, so we'll probably build one from this row as well, just to be 100% sure. 3A, 4 out from that. We should be okay for space. If not, I'll have to build these ones backwards, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with it. Alright, so for the timing, or for the repeat, what we do is, as soon as I change my screenshot to the other one, I had to take a specific picture of the under here. Yep. Put a piece of redstone there, block there, with a repeater facing that way. Then from this repeater, go 1, 2, 3. And you could even cut some out. Technically, you could just make that a block and do the 2, but you don't want to activate the dropper again. And what this will happen is if something goes in here, it creates a small clock. So let's just, we can get these back really quickly. We'll just put 23 dirt. Completely silent. Dirt goes all the way up to the top. And that's how that works. Now to build it next to itself, you notice it's 3 wide. This is also 3 wide. There's blocks in place that prevent things from crossing over. So I'm gonna grab 12 of those. Yeah, we're gonna need it. I'm just gonna take my dirt back. Oh, where did I make a mistake? Oh, that's not good. Oh yeah, there generally has to be a cart here, otherwise this is powered? Is it? This worked in test. Oh yeah, that burnt out, didn't it? That has to be on 2, otherwise it will burn out. Because these torches can't take going that fast. So they'll go for a little bit, but then they'll stop. So you need to make sure that that repeater is at 2, as this will demonstrate its fix. Voila. Repeater at 2. Remember, repeater at 2, because I apparently didn't, and I built this damn thing. Alright, so, next bit, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you don't have to do all 5. You could do a shorter bit of powered rail. That's just to make sure that it gets up to full speed when it leaves. You want 1, 2, 3. And a hopper going into there. 1 regular rail just to allow the turn. And this is going to be convoluted because we need to connect all this to that. So I'm doing really tight space, and this place is going to become a maze of rails. It's going to be a fun time. Yeah, come on. So this leads into a solid block here, which is unpowered, perfectly fine. Solid block goes there, with one there, and there, with torch, dust, voila. Then down here, 4, dun dun, remove, dang it. Comparator. Whoop. And that should be good enough that you can see none of the redstone on this side interferes with the stuff on that side. I think I might have to do the reset line too, just to demonstrate as well. So we will plop that there. And yeah, you can put these as next to you want, so I could technically do all 6 of these all directly straight, but I decided I wanted to work with the design I had already made outside as kind of a challenge. And a challenge it is. And done. Bump and a repeater. Bit up there. Torch. Torch. Voila. Remove. Uh-oh. That didn't sound too pleasant. We got another thunderstorm. Second one. Within the last little while. Oh. I'll have to go check for charged creepers at some point. Not that I need any for any of my major banners, but let me just do this. 1 and 2. And you can place the redstone just fine on everything. And once we head up there, repeater this side. We're done. Fairly simple unloader. You can put this basically anywhere, really. Yeah, and it's a small item elevator up, so it doesn't interfere with anything else. So I'm going to go build the third one, and then we're going to work on the ones down there. Alright, so first 3 are now done, and as you can see, the chests have changed. It took me a while just to do everything. I actually ran out of time to do the previous episode before I had to go on holiday, so I'm back from visiting my family, which was a nice experience overall. Yeah, it was pretty good. So, we're going to just build this in the opposite direction. Now, I did, as you can tell from the scaffolding here, I had to move it from that part of the chest to that part, because there's not enough room in just this particular way. You could easily have moved these a little bit further away, or any number of things. But I like the way that I put things up above ground, so that's how we're going to do it this way. So, with this being the opposite way, that means our comparators are going to go the opposite way. I might need a little bit more wood, because I don't think I'm going to have enough to actually finish the project, but I should have at least enough to finish one of these, I hope. So we put this here into a block here. But yes, if we had been the one over that it previously was, this would have touched there, which means the comparator would have activated that redstone and turned on the other timer, which would be no bueno. So, as a result, instead, things are backwards here, but doesn't make any actual difference for the machine. It should work fine both ways. As soon as I get everything put together. And forgive me, nose is just a little bit itchy. Not sure why, so forgive the delay. But that puts that part of the timer together, which means we want, if this is completely reversed, this machine could easily be flipped, so there's no issue there. But I'm going to do it like this. Yes. Like that. Yeah, and then we're going to get up here just to refresh myself on the design. because it has been a little bit. Like I said, vacation, so I haven't been at the computer for about 4 days. Yeah. There we are. That does our, or the first part of our clock. The second part being from under here. And we can get rid of that. Yeah. And yes, that's there. And there. Followed by one to the right. Am I doing this right? Yeah. Generally try to build a redstone device all at once, otherwise you're going to forget things. Yep. And it's got to go this way because of how I built that. And that should be okay. And let me just check. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. One there. And based on the difficulty to get up, I think I've done it right. And yes, one there. There's the clock. We gotta make sure that this repeater is set to 2. Which did I do on the bottom ones here? 2, 2, 2. Okay. Yep, everything's going the right directions. Awesome. So next, we're just gonna put the track part together, which is gonna be going out this way. That's supposed to be a... No. It's supposed to be a hopper... Here. Yes. Yeah. My own machine, I can't remember how to build it after a couple of days. What does that say about me? Probably quite a bit. Yeah. 1, 2. That going out there. Yep. And then into 2, 1 should be like that, into that, and that. And then tracks should be coming around this way, and then keep going that way. And those tracks will be here, with the normal track turning here and here. Yep, I think that's about all there is to it, so we just want to continue the track that way. I need some more wood, obviously, because I can't turn slabs back into normal. But yes, that is the basics of the device. The only thing left to do, which I will do off screen because it's going to be a pain, is we're going to have to feng shui each of these tracks to meet up with one of those and decide which woods are going to go where, because this is the oak wood. So whichever one of these I connect to has to be the oak wood one, and then we're going to have a secondary track going around to connect to the other side for those ones. But yeah, no, I'll probably show that off next episode, because like I said, it's going to be a lot of work and a lot of kind of feng shui trial and error, and that's not part of the device, basically. That's just the small logistics. So, till next time, this will be Isaac Zephyr signing out, and I will see you all later, heroes.